Good morning. Wow, it's been a long time. I think I last did a video in August, possibly before. Um, so I now have baby girl. She's right here. She's just having her morning feed. I've put this amber light on, which we normally use through the night. It's actually 8 o'clock in the morning, but it's really dark this morning for some reason. So welcome back to my channel. My name's Lorna. I do videos on now being a mum of two. That's the plan anyway, if I can stick with it. As well as being thrifty, trying to be minimalist. I need to do a video on minimalist because you'll probably see as you look around the house, we're not what you count as minimalist, so I need to probably explain how that comes into our lives a bit more. But thank you if you've been in before. Thank you for sticking around while we've had a little break. If you're new, thank you for checking us out. So little girl is now nearly 5 months old. She's great. She's just looking at me like, what are you doing? She's just started sleeping a lot better. So we just had one wake last night. It's been the same the last 3 nights now. Hopefully that continues. It'll definitely help for filming. I don't know how some people have a baby and are filming the next day or week or whatever. We definitely were in the trenches, as they say, for quite a while, just surviving, just getting through each day. We were very lucky that we had family stay for like up to 6 weeks, because my husband went back to work after 2 weeks. I had a cesarean, which is not what I wanted originally anyway. Obviously I agreed to it in the end. I'll do a video on that at some point as well, probably a vlog, but with a chatty section rather than a whole chatty video, because there's not really that much to say about it, but I would like to do a video on it. So yeah, we've had quite a lot of help from family. We've had my mum stay a few times since then as well, to help out, mainly to help with my son, who is now 3. He's at nursery today, so this vlog is just going to be a day in the life of me and baby girl. It's Friday today. Since Christmas we've joined a few different groups. I'm not going to say baby groups because the one that we're going to today is Slimming World, which is obviously not for baby. Oh, excuse you. Okay. Yeah, she's okay. Yeah, obviously that's not for baby, that is for me. So I've already lost 6 pounds. I've been 3 weeks, so two weeks of losing weight. Obviously the first week just your initial weigh-in. So it's my third weigh-in today. Hopefully I'll have lost at least another pound, and I've lost half a stone. Hopefully I've lost a bit more, which will get me into the next weight bracket as well. So I don't know if I'll take you along there, but I'll show you what I'm eating today and what else we get up to. So my main tasks for the day are to think about what I'm packing for our holiday next week, because we're going to Centre Parks again. I've already got some little piles around the house ready to be packed, which I might add to, but also I just want to write a list, because there's a lot of things that we will need. You probably know if you've got kids, there's a lot of things that we'll need that we can't pack until the day, such as baby girl has a white noise machine, so we can't pack that until the morning. So I just want to write a list of things like that. I do also need to phone Centre Parks just to check that we're going to have a bed guard that my toddler can use, so I need to remember to do that. So we'll take you along with us on our day. See you soon. That's us both ready for the day. Yay! Yay! While baby girl's happy on the floor, I might just sit here and eat. Usually I sit on the floor next to her. You seem quite happy. You're happy. Hello. Yeah. I think you've got to make the most of time that you can. Kind of just sit down and kind of relax a little bit. If she's happy down there, I'm gonna take advantage of being able to sit on the sofa. What's that? What have you found? What is it? Yeah. Are you reaching? Can you reach that elephant? Can you? Are you making them all move? Yeah, clever girl. Actually takes longer to eat with it being hot as well. And baby girl is watching me eat. I think she's just about ready for some food, so she'll be 5 months next week. So another month to wait, darling. Another month to wait. So I finished my breakfast. Well, I finished most of it. I actually left a little bit. Oi, missus. You're supposed to be feeding. Come on, come back. Just because I'm talking. She wants to see what's going on, don't you, nosy thing? So she was happy on the mat for the majority of the time. Just at the end, tongue started going, which means feed me now, mama. She actually is a bit fussy with your feeding, aren't you? A bit fussy with your feeding. That's it. So come on, come on. Oh dear. Come on. Just got whacked in the face. So, yeah, on a morning, she's getting a bit tired now as well. On a morning, she didn't really want to sit still for a feed. She feeds a lot better through the night when she just relaxes and feeds. But yeah, we're a bit fussy during the day at the moment. So yeah, I'm going to give her a feed and then I'll get her straight in the pram. Get you all wrapped up, won't we? And we will walk around Slimming World. Hopefully she will sleep. We've got a rocket on the pram. That's rocket with IT on the end. Rock it. Which rocks the pram. So hopefully she will fall asleep on the walk there. And then I can put the rocket on and she'll stay asleep. I've been twice with baby girl. 1 week my husband was off, so I didn't take her. And neither times has she slept through it. So it might be a bit optimistic, but we'll keep trying. I mean, either way, she's been fine while we've been there, so we'll see. So yeah, she's just having a quick feed before we set off. We're probably not going to be there for 10:30, which is the time it starts, because I just need to double check our bag, but I think we've got everything in there. I want to run and brush my teeth, and I've got a vinted parcel to send, which I still need to pack. So I want to get that packed and obviously in the pram, and we can take that after Slimming World, provided baby girl's happy for me to do so. baby's asleep in the pram, so I've just made myself a quick lunch. We already had the rice cooked. I tend to cook like curry foods in big batches and save some in the fridge. And the veg I did yesterday, I did it in the air fryer yesterday, but I've just heated it up in the microwave. I've got a whole tin of chickpeas to make sure I'm getting plenty of protein and to fill me up, and then I've just added some tomatoes and sugar snap peas as well. Baby girl is asleep in the pram. She stayed awake for the whole of the Slimming World session, but she was very happy just staying in the pram. Then we've just been for a little walk. We've sent off my parcel and she's now asleep, so hopefully she'll stay asleep for a couple of hours and I can get some bits and bobs done. But for now, I'm just going to enjoy eating this. I finished my lunch. I'm just going to have a coffee. I've got the milkiest coffee ever. You know when you get to like the bottom of the carton and you think, oh, there's just enough, I'll finish it off, and then it just keeps going and going. So I said it's a good job I don't measure my milk because I got too much. And I've also got a bit of chocolate. Obviously chocolate is not really ideal on Slimming World, but I've had this white chocolate. It's the Aldi vegan white chocolate, and we've had the bar of it sitting in the cupboard since before I started Slimming World. I have been having little bits, so each square, so there's 2 squares here, just a bit less, so each of these squares is 3 sins. But I mean, even though there's just 2 left, I'm just sick of seeing it, really. I just want it gone. So seeing as I've been weighed this morning, which I lost 2.5 pounds, by the way, which is 8.5 pounds altogether now. So yeah, I just want the chocolate gone. So I'm just going to eat it now. Still staying on plan, really, because it'll be 6 sins and I've not had any others yet. I just ended that quite abruptly because I saw the postman come in. I've got 2 parcels. They've come at the same time, actually, because the top one is my vitamins and the bottom one is some tea. They're both like breastfeeding ones, so it's a multivitamin, but it's meant for helping with breast milk. It's got everything you need in there, and the tea is also meant to increase your supply. I don't know if either of them do, but I'm going to continue taking them because I want, or for now anyway, because I want a multivitamin that I know is definitely suitable for breastfeeding and also vegan, and similar with the tea. I want a tea that is suitable for breastfeeding. I'm not really a tea drinker. I do like fruity teas, but not really that fussed for them. I would generally have peppermint, which is not recommended when you're breastfeeding. So yeah, I've just been buying this one instead. And I usually didn't have some last night because I've completely run out, but I usually have a cup of it every night. I'm a bit stingy with it, so I'll usually have a cup and then keep the tea bag in and refill the same cup with the same tea bag and have another tea. So yeah, that's just come now, so I have to unpack them in a moment. So I'm just kind of having a little rest while baby girl's asleep. I don't think she's actually going to stay asleep for that long. I think because her nighttime sleep has improved, her daytime sleep has reduced. So she would normally have at least, I'd say, an hour and a half on a morning, and she would usually go down for that nap really easily. So it took her quite a while to get to sleep today. She'd actually been awake over 4 hours before she fell asleep, which is a lot, and it's a lot to say that she was happy. She wasn't crying, she wasn't upset. She was just happy in a pram. But yeah, did a little walk, got her to sleep. So she's in the pram in the kitchen. I've got the rocket on it, so it is rocking it for her. But she did cry for a few minutes when I was just finishing my lunch, but she seems to have gone back to sleep. So I'm just gonna stay down here. I don't really feel comfortable going and doing anything upstairs when I think she could wake up any moment. So I've got my coffee, I've got my chocolate, and I'm just going to start writing a list for things we need to pack for our holiday to Centre Parks next week. These are the vitamins that I've been using, so the breastfeeding support ones. And this is what's in them. Oh, baby's awake. So I take 3 of those a day. I was just thinking I'm going to actually put a week's worth in the bottle that I've already got so that I can take them on holiday. And I'll do the same with the tea. I'll take some of that on holiday as well. So this is the tea that I've been drinking. I got 5 packs this time because I had an offer to get some money off over £25. So I've bought 5 packs because I'm having it every single day. So baby girl's been a bit sick on herself, ain't ya? A bit sicky. Yeah. So we're going to get her changed. I've got this reusable nappy to put on her this time. As you might have seen earlier, we put a disposable nappy on. We've been using a bit of both. We might go into that more at another point, but I thought we would be using them the whole time. I thought we'd find it really easy this time because we use them with my son. We use them full time with my son, but things just haven't quite clicked to do them full time at the moment, so we tend to have a disposable on for bedtime, don't we? Yeah. And then usually on the morning, when she has a longer nap and does a big wee-wee, don't you? Yeah. And then I'll try and use reusables for the rest of the day. This is a Baba and Boo nappy. This is a newborn one, so we've only got 2 newborn Baba and Boo nappies. We've got loads of birth to potty Baba and Boos. They were one of our favourite brands. So she actually fits in both at the moment, so we're gonna pop this one on. We do normally use reusable wipes as well, so when I change her out of the reusable, we will use reusable wipes. But if we're changing out of the disposable, we'll use disposable wipes. So here we go, we've got the reusable nappy on. So as I said, she still fits in the newborns, but on the highest rise, whereas if she was in a birth to potty, it would be on the lowest, which means these would be closed, making the nappy smaller. She's got this pink vest on, which is a Lindex vest. I'm not even going to pretend that I'm going to be able to pop her this up with one hand, so we will do a quick change. There we go, all dressed. My son has these same dungarees in his size, so I guess they are unisex. Some people might say they're boys, but we do like to pair them with a pink vest, just so that everybody knows she is a little girly. And the way she's moving her mouth, I think she might want feeding again, so that will be next job. Hopefully she doesn't puke it all up next time. So we're now in our back bedroom where I need to hang the washing, and I also need to sort out all this. So these here are muslins which we were using as nappies. I think we're gonna repurpose them as just muslins, burp cloths. There's some Christmas things which we need to put away. These things I can't really do anything with those. These are all things to be listed on Vinted. I'm not going to list them all today. We are going away next week, so I'm going to be putting my account on holiday anyway. But what I want to do is sort them by size. I might list a few things, or I might get photos ready for listing, but I want to sort them all by size, get them in some order, so that when I do list them, it's a lot easier. When I list them, I'll always try and list loads of items of the same size at once to hopefully sell bundles. Baby girl is just laying here, quite happy at the moment. Might not last that long, so we'll see how we get on. I don't know if I said that I need to hang the washing as well, but anyone that's got kids probably knows that always need to hang the washing. Unless you've got a tumble dryer. Lucky people if you have. That's done. I've just got a few items in here which are my son's nursery clothes, which I'm going to hang downstairs. Our Christmas bits and bobs are under here. Let me see. That's not supposed to be under here. Okay, let's just see. That one looks quite full. Let's try this. Oh, this one feels quite full. So these two and plus another one have got Christmas items in. So they can go in here too. These are just some little masks that my son got for Christmas. It's just stick the stickers on and whatnot. So I'm just going to put them away. I never know what to do with stuff like this because kind of tempting to just bin them, but then it's such a waste. So we'll pop them away. We'll see if he's interested in wearing them next year. They fit in there easy enough anyway. Oh, that is very heavy. Right, I'm going to go with quick win, and I'm going to fold all these just so that they can go with the other muslins that we've got. Some people might be a bit funny about using them as nappies and then using them as burp cloths, but the way I see it, they've been washed, they're clean. They're a bit hard, if anything. And there could be the odd stain with, there you go, there's a bit of a stain on that one, if you can see. So hard to see on there, but there's a bit of a stain here. Baby poo, newborn baby poo does stain. So actually with the reusable nappies, when baby's just having milk, you can just put the whole nappy in the washing machine, which makes it so much easier than when they are weaning. But one thing, and I think something that can trip up newbies is, what's that noise? You kind of expect the stains to come out, but they don't. The newborn poo actually seems to stain a lot more than older baby poo. But they're absolutely fine. If we want to get those stains out, I mean it's quite sunny today, but when it gets to summertime, if we hang them outside in the sunshine, that's usually the best way to get the stains out. But they're just superficial, they're not going to affect anything, so we can definitely use them. These white ones, I'm not actually sure if these were officially nappies or if they're just white muslins. I don't. Yeah, I don't know how I'd be able to tell now, and I can't remember. We've had these since my son was little. I'd packed them away with the nappies. It's things like these that it's hard to know what to do with, because if I put them in the charity shop bag, are they going to get resold? I think it's unlikely. If I list them as nappies, am I going to be able to sell them on? I wouldn't have thought so. The second-hand nappy market at the moment is not very good. Obviously we could use them as burp cloths as cells, but honestly with those added we're going to have more than enough, so we really don't need to. What I might do is, the two options I'm thinking of really is that I could, if I'm selling baby things on Vinted, I could ask the buyer if they would like some muslins, and I can just pop a couple in each time maybe. I don't know if many people would want them,
Or my other option, which I think is what I'm going to do for now, is to pack them away with the nappies. I haven't got all the birth potty nappies out yet, so there are some still packed away. So I think I'm going to pack them away with them, and maybe, it's like putting off the problem, but maybe deal with them when we've finished with nappies completely in a couple of years. Yeah, when you're potty trained. That's ages up, isn't it? And once we've done that, then maybe might be easier for us to sell them on then if we're selling on the nappies as well. So I'm going to go put these where they want to go. Are you going to stay there? Are you? Are you going to stay there? Yeah, she is. Okay, next job. This lot. So these belong to my stepdaughter. Well, the sheep doesn't. I can't actually remember what's going on with that. I can't remember if we did change the batteries and we've just decided not to use it, or if we've decided, or if it doesn't work. So yeah, I can't remember if we changed batteries and we've decided not to use it, or if it just doesn't work. And I'll have to double check with my husband. These things should actually be over here. There's loads of stuff there to sort out as well, isn't there? Loads of stuff. There's just stuff everywhere. One thing with having a baby, I didn't have the first time around, but definitely this time. It's been quite a lot of overwhelm with just the amount of stuff. And I think there's a few different reasons, because we've already got stuff from when my son was little. We've been bought stuff. I'd say that we've maybe been bought more stuff this time, which is possibly because we're not in lockdown, so maybe we've seen people a bit more. And I think also because my son was born just before Christmas, so he kind of got like a lump sum of stuff straight away, whereas baby girl got a lot when she was born in September and then got more for Christmas. And it's just finding places to put stuff. So these clothes on here, there's some, I think there might be some 3 to 6 that like she's growing out of. But then I've also been through the next size up, so I've been through all the 6 to 9 things to check what we'll actually use. And I've been quite cutthroat with some stuff where I've just thought, like jackets for example, she's got something like 3 like cosy furry jackets, so we're getting rid of one. And just things like that, there's no way that she would ever wear all the clothes that we've got. So rather than we have loads hanging around every time I go through the next size, anything that she's not going to wear, or that there's too many of, I'm just getting rid of them to start with. To just try and avoid having loads of stuff. Same if she wears something and we're not happy with it. One thing my sister got for her was this little set from Next. It's a really, really lovely little set, and it was so promising because if you can see the shape of the leggings, they're quite wide on the bottom, which means that they're much better for a reusable nappy, but they're really tight on her thighs and calves. She's not a big baby at all. She does have chunkier legs compared to the rest of her, but yeah, they just don't fit her very well. So there's some different things like that in here where like she could still wear the top. So with this one I've put the whole set in here already. I'm not sure why actually, maybe because it's 3 to 6, so she wouldn't have that long left in the top. But there's some things where there might be part of the outfit just doesn't work for her, but part does. So there's some things here that I'm not going to list yet because I can't list the whole outfit. But yeah, I just need to sort them into piles. Something else I've done for things on Vinted this time around is I've been doing some things in bundles. So like a little outfit like this, leggings and a top. I personally would only probably sell for £1. And it's nice to make a bit of extra money, but my main thing I want to do is get rid of things. So I've been kind of putting some sets together. So if I have a couple of sets that are like leggings and a top, then I'll put them all together. Or like if it's a bundle of dresses, or I saw a bundle of rompers the other day, just things like that. Putting them all together, and then hopefully it gets them out of our house quicker. Some of the stuff that we've separated out as well is things that are just not going to be right season wise. So I've put a few things on the floor here which are the smallest size. I'm gonna get those photographed today and put them with the stuff that I've already got listed. And I don't know if I will list them today, but I will do, shortly. I've also done this bag here, which is for my sister. So it's got 3 bottles in, which the 2 bigger ones were hers for my nephew. So we're just passing them back because she's expecting her second baby. So there's 2 sleeping bags, a jacket, which one's my nephew's, the 3 bottles. I've also got this pair of joggers, which don't really fit in with any of the bundles, so I'm just going to put them in this bag here, which is for charity. And there's also a random train set, which we've got quite a few different train sets, so my husband's agreed that this one can also go to charity. Right, baby girl's had another feed and now he's due a nap, but it's also time to go pick up my son. Actually, we're going to be a bit early, but because she's due a nap, we'll set off now. And if I've got time on the way, we will pop into the shop. I just want to get some potatoes and some yoghurt. If we don't have time, we'll go after we picked up my son. Either way is absolutely fine. Once I pick up my son, we'll stop vlogging because it'll just be manic. My husband said he'll be home around 6:30 this evening, so once we get back, it'll just be survival mode until he's back. Just keep everyone happy. That's what we want to do, isn't it? So to pick my son up, if the weather's okay, we'll walk. It's sometimes he wants to walk, but I still have to take the buggy just in case. So baby girl will go in the carrier and the toddler will go in the buggy. So I'm going to show you how we get baby girl into the carrier. So I might have mentioned in a video ages ago that when babies are small, we tend to just put them in baby grows, but as you might have noticed, that is not the case today. So because baby girl is in the carrier more than my son used to be, we do actually have her in outfits more. So I'm just going to get her cardigan on while I'm talking. You can still see me. Yeah. So one thing with a carrier, if you do use one, is if baby's got a baby grow on, because obviously the carrier goes around their bum and legs, it can pull and therefore pull on baby's feet and can be uncomfortable. As you can imagine, if like your socks were too tight or like your tights around your toes, it wouldn't be very comfortable. So if we're putting you in the carrier, we will always make sure she's in something different. So usually leggings, or in this case dungarees. You might have been able to see when I just held up there as well, she has got an extra pair of socks on to keep her legs warm. And I'm just going to put her in a cardigan. The other day I did put a thicker jacket on, but I felt like we both got a bit too hot, so we're just going to stick with a cardigan today. We do have another layer which I will show you when we ready. Pop you there, darling. So this is the carrier that we're using at the moment. It's a close caboo. And this carrier is good because it's similar to the stretchy wraps that you get for like newborn babies. You can use this from newborn, but because it's got this fixed bit on the back and it's got the rings on the sides there, you can literally just slip it on. So it's a lot quicker than doing up a stretchy wrap each time. So what we need to do is try and get that lower down on your back. I think it's meant to go right at the bottom basically, but if I can get it there, that's good, so that these come straight out basically. And then we do always need a bit of a tidy up with the straps. They do get twisted. I don't know if it's just how I put it on or what, but they do get twisted. So basically the trim, you should have two, and they both want to be on the inside, all the way around to there, yeah. And then this one, gonna just say I'm not an expert at this. I have read into it quite a lot. I like to make sure I'm doing things right, and also I want to be comfortable while she's in it. And you can tell if it's not on properly, you can tell because it's not comfortable. So that is the first bit done. So it's already gone up a bit there. And then we need to put baby girl in, don't we? Start with baby girl on the shoulder of the opposite strap, which is at the bottom. That makes sense. And we pull it down and pull her foot through. I'm probably not very good at explaining this, so it's not like I'm an expert. I'm just showing you how we do it. So then we spread this out, so you've got the trim at either end, and one end wants to be under this knee and the other one wants to be under the other knee. And then we're gonna, as much as we can, move her on. Oh, excuse you, very good. We want to move her onto the other shoulder, and then we're going to basically do the same. So we're going to get this leg through this side, and then we're going to spread it out behind the knee, behind the knee. You've done a bit of sticky. Just know that I'm going to get puked on today. So then we pull it all the way around to her shoulders. What I usually do so I can get it tight enough is kind of hold it up and then tighten this, and that avoids it pulling the back bit up, if that makes sense. And this bit, just stand on my tiptoes, this bit just ties under baby's bottom. Needs to be quite tight because obviously that is what's kind of holding it in place. So not that. And then I'm just going to double check these layers, make sure. So I think they do say with the stretchy wrap that when a baby's in it, even like a tiny baby, they should be able to support the head. So you do see a lot of I don't know, people, pictures, whatever, with baby's head under here. So it is safe to put the head under there if they're asleep, which obviously supports them then. But if they're awake, they actually can just stay free. Obviously we're going to put that on. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing, Smiley? So with this carrier, then you also have another layer which goes over the top and then just ties around your back. I kind of don't know what this bit does. I'm not convinced it adds any extra support, to be honest. It's got a little pocket on it, which is handy. But yeah, it didn't really seem to. Oh, fussy britches. Didn't really seem to add any extra support, but we'll pop it on anyway. And then lastly, So lastly, we've got this bundle bean cover. Ooh. So this was on our Christmas list. I requested it as a present for myself, for me and my husband, but obviously it's also for baby girl. So it's waterproof, it's fleece lined, so it just helps keep her really cosy. It is cold today, it is really windy, so we do definitely need this on, but as I say, I think with the thicker furry jacket she had on the other day, getting me, I think it was a bit too much, so hopefully with just a cardigan today. Oh, you're very wriggly. Hopefully she'll be it's nice and cosy but not too hot, so we can keep that there. It does have a hood if it did start raining. Hopefully we don't need that. The bottom bit, it kind of poppers up because she's only small, and we just make sure her legs are inside it and not, on the outside. Yeah. And we're going to pop her hat on. And then you're ready to go. You're ready to go, aren't you? I just need to get my shoes and coat on. I'm also going to put this buff on my head and over my ears, because earlier on when we were outside, it quite hurt my ears just being outside. So there we go. Now we're ready to go. Oh, I don't think I showed you. So the bundle bean, it's just Velcro, just putting it around my back. I don't know if that's where it's meant to go. I think on some carriers you can put it on the straps, but I found on this one it definitely works better around my back. So there we go. Now we're ready to go. I'll put my coat on. My coat doesn't zip up around her anymore. You're too big. You're too big. Yeah. But I'll be warm enough. I'll get really hot walking, won't I? Carrying you and then pushing your big brother. I'll be really hot. Right, time to go. Bye. See you later. Thank you for watching. Bye.